Hello children, I hope you all are good at your homes. Today we are going to start class 7 chapter number 2 symbiotic relationships. So before starting with the chapter, write today's date 16/10/2020. So symbiotic relationships are a special type of interaction between species, sometimes beneficial, sometimes harmful. These relationships are essential to many organisms and ecosystems, and they provide a balance that can only be achieved by working together. Now, what is the symbiotic relationship? It is a special type of interaction between the species. Sometimes it is beneficial also, and sometimes it is harmful also. So these relationships are essential for many organisms and for ecosystem also, because they just provide a balance that can be achieved by working together. Okay, now let us know about some organisms that enjoy a symbiotic relationship. They work together to benefit each other. Now we are going to learn about some organisms that enjoy the symbiotic relationship and they work together to benefit each other. Now what are those organisms? We are going to just learn. Okay, so first one is, there are certain fish which are immune to the sting of the jellyfish. Now there are certain fishes which are immune to the sting of the jellyfish. They take shelter among the jellyfish. Okay, tentacles. Okay, what are the tentacles? One of the long, thin, soft part like leg, you can see, that some sea animals have, thereby avoiding being eaten by the other fishes. In return, the fish share the meal with the jellyfish. They just take the shelter under the tentacles of the other jellyfish, and in return they just share the meal with the jellyfish. Second one is the it is dinoflagellates, okay, and the coral polyp share a unique symbiotic relationship. Organic materials in the water are transformed into carbon dioxide and nitrogenous waste. Whatever the organic materials in the water, they are transformed into the carbon dioxide and nitrogenous waste by the coral polyp. It is the dinoflagellates use this carbon dioxide and nitrogenous waste during photosynthesis. Now, who uses these two gases, that is the carbon dioxide and nitrogenous gas? It is the dinoflagellates who uses the carbon dioxide and nitrogenous gas in for the photosynthesis to form oxygen and sugar, which are in turn used by both, by coral polyp also and the dinoflagellate also. Okay children, third one is the aphids. Aphids are small, soft-bodied and defenseless insects that feed on the plant sap. What is the plant sap? The fluid or the liquid that is present on the stem of the plants, that is the plant sap. Fluid or some sticky fluid. Okay, ants find the milk of the plant sap from the body of the insects. Now where the ants find the milk of the plant sap? From the body of the insects. In return, they protect the aphids from predators and parasites. In return, what the insects do? They just protect aphids from the predators and the parasites. Ants tend aphid colonies and move them around from plant to plant. What they do? They just tend aphid colonies and move them around one plant to the other one. Last one, African oxpecker feeds on the backs of the zebra, elephants, hippopotamus and other large African animals. Now this is the oxpecker. It is just feeding on the back of the zebras, elephants, hippopotamus and the large animals of which country? Africa. Once thought to be friendly, tick eating helpers, we think that it is a friendly animal, just tick eating helper. They are actually vampire. Who are they? They are the vampire birds, sucking blood out of the open tick wounds. They just suck the blood from the open tick wounds of these big animals. For example, zebras, elephants, hippopotamus, and more other animals. So children, you also have to read this chapter 2 times at your home. You have any doubt, you can just clear it. Okay, thank you.